Hello YouTube, it's Lady Vet here for the recap of Power Book 4, Force, Season 2, Episode 6. We left off with the bodies dropping, mainly Kingpin Walter Flynn, Paulie, and the Bigs, Big Sid and Big Red, who came in from Dublin only to return in a body bag. So let's get into this episode. Claudia did a poor job of missing dear old Da during her identification of his body, so she asked for time alone to blame Walter for his demise. She repeated that she just wanted to be accepted. Then she said goodbye. Victor belongs to Stacy and the feds now. He has one task: to help Stacy get Tommy and Miguel by almost any means necessary. Victor told Stacy that he would get eyes on Claudia, but Stacy said she was low-hanging fruit. Stacy doesn't want Vic to get confused about the task to get Tommy, or she will lock him up. If Stacy wants Vic to jump, he must jump. Stacy was so adamant about Vic doing as she say. Vic was supposed to contact her directly and get her Tommy's phone number. She doesn't want to make an arrest. She wants convictions. Stacy is so serious, there's no telling what lines she won't cross to get what she wants. Tommy and Maria were still flirting when Diamond brought the news of Kingpin Walter's death to Tommy to celebrate together and plan their next move. Tommy wanted to know who had the pleasure of killing Walter from a long list. Diamond wanted to assess the situation since the other bosses would be after the Flynn territory as well. Tommy was sure that if Vic Flynn was alive, he would pay him a visit. By now, Shanti knows that something's up with Jannard, and her suspicions are real. So she's ready for his game when he approaches her. When Jannard wanted to be affectionate, she told him that she was busy training, but that he could take a shower if he liked, and she would see him later that night. Shanti left Jannard alone in her office space, and temptation got the best of him. Jannard stole her necklace. Tommy and Maria met at the car showroom for Tommy to help her select a car. They flirted as usual as she sat in a foreign and debated with Tommy about the difference in American-made cars. Kendall messaged Maria that he was attacked and in the hospital, so she left Tommy and went to see about Kendall. Diamond met with Merkovich to pay off Jannard's debt in cash, but Merkovich told Diamond that it is too late. He told Diamond that the projects are worth a lot of money and he wants them back. Merkovich said that he is tired of playing games. Either he gets the projects back or Jannard dies. Maria had a rather awkward visit with Kendall. It seemed that they both asked questions that they already had the answers to. Maria wanted to know if they stole anything. Kendall told her that it wasn't a robbery. They knew that he was a surgeon. Then asked Maria, why would someone do this? Maria didn't know. Maria wanted to know if Kendall knew who assaulted him. Kendall didn't know. Just as Tommy predicted, Vic came over. Tommy asked who killed Walter. Vic owned it, and Tommy congratulated him. Then he asked about the status of the Flynn territory. Vic told Tommy that it's his and he wanted to work with CBI. Vic offered to help Tommy take over the north side of Chicago for a 60-40 deal. Tommy wasn't comfortable working with the Flynn and wanted to know why. Vic went into some story about Gloria's death being preventable if he had listened to Tommy, how he blamed Tommy and was wrong. Tommy told Vic that he needed to pitch the deal to Diamond. Vic asked Tommy if he was going to kill Claude. Tommy said that it was too easy, that he wanted her to suffer. Vic had no problem with it. The reading of Walter's will informed Claudia that everything is left for Victor, including the mansion. Claudia was clearly disturbed as her mind raced. Sorry, Claudia, Walter got the last word. Tommy found JP drunk and holding the bottle. JP was reminiscing about a young D-Mac. JP missed D-Mac because he promised if given a second time around with D-Mac, he would never let him go again, but he blew his second opportunity. Tommy assured him that they did what they had to do. Then JP told Tommy that Kate was missing, and how could Tommy not care? Tommy explained that Kate had gone missing his whole life. Tommy reminded JP that he wanted in on this family and that this is what it looks like. Claudia told Victor after death, Walter screwed her again. Dublin stabbed them in the back and wants nothing to do with them. Victor told her that she is on her own as he knows she tried to kill him. Claudia lied again about it being Brendan, then asked what about Tommy coming for her. Vic told her she had better get ready and that he would be pulling the Flynn bodyguards, that she was dead to him. Diamond found Jannard at home in the worst way. Diamond was upset and asked Jannard what was he doing. Jannard said that he was messed up. As Diamond looked on and looked around, he asked Jannard if there were more drugs. Jannard said no. Diamond got a text from Leon. Diamond then asked Jannard how was he to convince Tommy to let him back into CBI with him on drugs. Jannard cried sorry over and over. Diamond told Jannard, "Ain't no more sorries," and yelled at him to get himself cleaned up. Claude went to Merkovich, told him that Vic had joined CBI and they were coming into the Serbs' territory, and they couldn't let that happen. Merkovich told Claudia that he doesn't know who was more of a problem, the Flynns or Tommy Egan, but he would give her protection from Tommy. Merkovich told Claude that he was sorry about her father. She replied, "Don't be." When Miguel saw Maria, he was dying without his insulin and asking where was she when he needed her to inject his medication. Maria withheld the insulin while asking about Dr. Kendall's situation and telling Miguel that his actions could jeopardize her career. She knew Miguel hurt Kendall and she wanted him to stay out of her business. Miguel told Maria that her real career is not at the hospital, but taking care of him, and everything else is make-believe. Miguel banged on the table and told her that he doesn't have time for this. He demanded his shot. Maria told Miguel that he needs her and not the other way around. Miguel begged, pleaded, then he swore to God and all the saints. Miguel told Maria to grow up and stop pretending that she is not just like him. She was in denial and dropped his insulin on the table and told him to do it himself. As she walked out, Abuela stopped her and told her to help her brother. Maria told Abuela that Miguel is her monster and she can help him, then walked out on both of them. Leon seemed happy to spend time with Diamond at the gym. At the end of their training, Diamond pulled Shanti aside to talk about Jannard. Diamond was surprised to hear that Shanti already knew that Jannard had drug problems. Diamond asked Shanti to help him get Jannard ready to come back to CBI. Shanti told Diamond that if Jannard is in, tell Tommy that CBI will get Shanti and Garfield Park. If Diamond handles Tommy, Shanti agreed that she will get Jannard right. When Diamond took Leon home, he came inside for lemonade. Gianna, Leon, and Diamond had laughs about her being in great shape back in the day. Diamond complimented Gianna for still being in good shape. When Jamal, Leon's father, came home, Jamal was not happy to see Diamond in his kitchen. He was rude and dismissive. He took the lemonade from Diamond's hand, set it on the table, and opened the door, then told Diamond to get out. Diamond told Leon that he was heading out and noticed Leon's demeanor had changed. Diamond thanked Gianna for the lemonade. Then Jamal slammed the door behind him. Diamond could hear arguing inside as he left. Claudia had a visit from her boarding school friend who heard of Walter's death. She came for support. She asked Claude, what has things been like around there? Claude explained that things were good for a moment, but didn't work out. Claude seemed sad and distant, so her friend offered to take her out for a night of fun. Claude asked where, and she told her about an exclusive strip club. Claude seemed to cheer up for a moment. Tommy and Diamond had a lot to talk about. They talked about letting Vic in to get to Flynn's territory, but Diamond told Tommy that he was to get intel, not make deals. Diamond ain't trying to work with no Flynn, but Tommy said that Flynn ain't no threat, and if he becomes a problem, he will dump him in the trash can on top of his sister. Tommy's after North Chicago, so Diamond suggested they're going to need more bodies. Then tells Tommy that he wants to bring Jannard back into CBI. Tommy asked Diamond if he forgot that Jannard tried to kill both of them. Tommy is not with it and understands that Jannard is family, but Diamond tells Tommy that they also will get Shanti Showstopper and Garfield Park. Tommy told Diamond that if they let Jannard back into CBI and he messes up one time, he's dead. Diamond told Tommy that he is good with that. Tommy said, okay. Diamond told Tommy that when he tried to pay off Jannard's death with Merkovich, he said no, so they need to move carefully. Tommy told Diamond that he will talk to Merkovich and be diplomatic about it, so he's headed out with Vic to see the lay of the land. But is there anything else that he needs to know about Jannard? Diamond lied to Tommy and said no. Claudia joined her friend for a night of fun at her friend's stripper spot. They had drinks as Claude cased the joint. Claude was clearly amused at the entertainment and settled. Claudia seemed to get over being sad. When Shanti went to Jannard's place, he was out of it. Shanti went there, accusing him of stealing her necklace. Jannard lied as usual about stealing her necklace. Jannard told Shanti that the problem is she didn't understand. He told her to relax and stop blowing his high. Being high did not stop Shanti from slapping Jannard around. Shanti gave Jannard an ultimatum to choose her or drugs and told Jannard that he must be clean to get back with CBI. Shanti told Jannard to snap out of being high. Was she serious? She gave him a speech about being a king and being born to lead. She told Jannard that Diamond can get him back in, but he had to be clean. Jannard reached in his pockets and gave Shanti some drugs. Just as he told Diamond he had no more drugs. Then Jannard cried on Shanti's shoulders, just as he cried sorry to Diamond. Back at the club, Claudia was told to watch, so she took a seat. Claudia watched as the stripper fed her friend pills. So Claude looked around and noticed the girls feed their customers. When approached, Claude asked where the drugs come from. Claude then saw an opportunity to move her drugs through this venue. Victor completed familiarizing Tommy with the Flynn land. Tommy gave Vic a burner with his number. Tommy told Vic that he had to talk to Merkovich before going into the north. Tommy was distracted with not hearing from Maria, but Victor spotted Vargas and told him to back off before he got him killed. Vargas was posted up taking notes and told Vic that he can't back off and that Vic just had to trust that he knows what he's doing. He told Vic to go home and get some sleep. Fresh from the reminder of how Big Sid treated him, Diamond sat in his car still upset and watched Jamal mistreat Leon, but could barely maintain his composure. Jamal embarrassed Leon on the sidewalk. Jamal asked Leon if he was afraid to fight for himself. He took his magazine and popped him with it. Then he told him to take his magazine from him and spoke harshly to him, telling him to toughen up, that he was not raising no faggot. Jamal walked towards the front door with Leon trailing behind, and as Leon attempted to walk in, Jamal closed the door in his face. Claudia joined Jannard to solicit his help. Claude pitched a deal where she's the connect for pills, and Jannard will be distro. Jannard told Claude that he remembered a time not so long ago going to her for help, and she said, "I got my hands full," to him. Jannard told Claude that he's with CBI now, and they got a lot going on, and "I got my hands full." Claude left Jannard saying that it seems that CBI is becoming one big happy family, as Shanti stood nearby listening. The Tommy Merkovich meeting was as diplomatic as possible.
It's too late. Look, you not taking the bag means you're gonna make a move. I ain't no fool. I gotta tell you, Mirko, it's a bad idea.
I cannot allow you to come to the north side.
Walter was just pushing pills in his territory. Now, I'm gonna be running powder. You was never there. Nothing changes for you. Help me with the math here.
I don't trust you. You're a pirate. You don't understand boundaries. I don't want you on my border.
But not everybody can have what they want. We coming for the north side. Not there to try to stop us.
Diamond followed Jamal to his work site. Jamal was flirting with another woman and getting high. The lady walked away, and Jamal said that he was with his new girlfriend and she's white, referring to the coke on his plate. Diamond walked up on Jamal and told him that he didn't love the woman at home and he hates the boy. Diamond told Jamal that he should just leave them alone. Instead of Jamal saying okay, he asked Diamond, who does he think he is supposed to be? When Jamal answered his own question that Diamond is nothing but a, Diamond used one hand to choke him out. When Diamond used two hands to choke him out, he told Jamal to leave them alone, and if he doesn't, he will kill him. When Diamond let go, he said, "Stay gone." Jamal fell to the ground. He said nothing because he couldn't. Claudia poured out her soul to her friend, telling her that she would rather have nothing than to deal with Walter. But as far as I know, Claude was never without, though. Oh well. When asked who got the estate, Claudia said that it should have been her, but the Irish bosses used her and betrayed her. Her friend told her that Walter was never the real problem. Dublin was never going to let a woman take over. Diamond, Tommy, and Jannard met at the barber shop. Diamond told them that this is an expansion, that CBI is stronger with everyone together. Tommy interjected that he is good with that, but with just one more strike from Jannard, and that's it, for good, just one. Jannard said that before he was not thinking straight, and now he is, then extended a hand and an apology and told Tommy that he respected his hustle. Tommy accepted. Then Diamond hugged it out with Jannard and welcomed him back. Tommy came to the hospital to find out why Maria was ghosting him. Maria asked him to understand the dangers of their relationship if Miguel finds out. Maria explained what happened between Miguel and Kendall. Tommy told her that was good. Did he touch you? She said no. Then Tommy asked, what did that have to do with him? Maria told Tommy that she didn't want anything to happen to him because of her. Tommy told her that he is a big boy and can take care of himself. He got a phone call and had to leave. Mirkovich and the Serbs pulled up on Big Smurf and the Crimson Projects with slaughter in mind. They left the place on fire, filled with smoke, and bodies straddled the streets. The Serbs overpowered Big Smurf and his crew with firepower and an unexpected hit on innocent people. They fought back, but were no match for the Serbs. Marea's at work chatting with her friend about not seeing Kendall or anyone else, when all of a sudden the hospital has an influx of burned victims. Then she realized that one of them is Big Smurf, so she asks him if Tommy was with him, and he murmurs yes. Then Marea panicked. Back at the Crimson Projects, the aftermath from the Serbs was total devastation. Diamond was there looking on with the crowd. Then Tommy showed up, and while he was looking on, he received a text message from none other than Mirkovich, saying, "This is what the North Side will look like if you step 1 foot up there." Mirkovich just waged war on a people who had lost so much, not just Tommy. The answer to his call is on the way. Stacy has taken the Tommy thing personal. Victor and Stacy are at odds because Vic wanted to push Claudia's activities, but Stacy could care less. Stacy asked Vic if he got Tommy's number. Victor said no. Stacy was so bothered that she called Vic a privileged little prick. Stacy asked Vic if he thought that he can outsmart her. Vic was quiet. Stacy told Vic to stop messing around or he would spend the rest of his life in jail. And if he wanted full immunity, then give her what she needed. Marea came to Tommy's place to check on him because she was spooked by all the bodies lining up the hospital floors. She tried to reach Tommy, but got no answer. She was super excited at the thought of Tommy being dead. Tommy told her to calm down, and she argued about calming down because she thought that she lost Tommy. Victor nursed his wounds and poured drinks for his dead lover. Still struggling with the loss of Gloria, he has moved his conversation from her gravesite to the mansion where he held a photo of the two. Victor explained his dilemma now that Walter's gone and he stood up for Gloria. He thinks that to really be free from the life, he will have to take Tommy down. It's the Marea and Tommy show. Tommy's in love again with Marea. Marea knows that Miguel will not approve, but Marea doesn't know that Tommy is no Kendall, and not one of the loves of his life is alive. Jannard and Shanti get together again, but this time we get the real showstopper, Shanti, and she is clearly on some evil stuff. Shanti is wound so tight, she wants Jannard to consider getting close to Tommy and Diamond and take everything from them. Jannard's been sober a half a day, and Shanti is pushing him to lead, to be king, to take Tommy Egan out the game. Shanti is co-signing Jannard's death certificate. She claimed that she did not sign up to lose this game. Did Shanti get into Jannard's head, or will he take her out to save CBI? Well, episode 6 wraps with the main man, Tommy, mapping out territory and trying again to juggle lady love and hustling. But there's always this one thing with Tommy and the women in his life. They don't live long while in a relationship with him. Since Tommy forgot this minor detail, Holly left her resting place to remind him.
Everything you touch, you destroy.
Please. 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 Please forgive me. didn't mean to hurt you.
You're gonna hurt her, too.
No, I won't. You don't know this, but I'm different now.
You can't have both worlds, Tommy.
Will Tommy listen to Holly or follow his heart with Maria? Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and let me know what you think in the comments. Until the next time, guys.